Doštrumpfali smo u Belgiju. Ovo je dom malih, plavih, čudesnih bića koje možete gledati na platformi Voyo, a Voyo vas sada vodi tamo gdje nastaje cijela magija.
Onda dobro, počinjemo sad.
It's your birthday today, so happy birthday.
Merci beaucoup, c'est gentil.
It's also 67 years of Smurfs, so how is it related?
Et on a en fait le même âge, j'ai le même âge que les Schtroumpfs. Je suis née 3 semaines après eux, donc j'ai toujours grandi avec les Schtroumpfs, je les ai toujours connus depuis le début.
Mm-hmm. Your father started working at only 15 years old. When did he draw his first Smurf?
Au départ, il dessinait dans les marges de ses cahiers, comme tous les enfants qui n'écoutent pas trop à l'école et qui préfèrent dessiner. Mais vraiment, le premier Schtroumpf qu'il a dessiné, c'est en 1958.
How did the Smurfs get their name? It's so interesting. And this verb, let's Smurf, Smurf you again.
C'est parti en fait d'une blague que je vais vous raconter. Mes parents étaient en vacances à la côte belge, donc près de la mer du Nord, avec un autre ami dessinateur, Franquin. Et lors du déjeuner, mon père voulait la salière qui était à table. Et il ne retrouvait plus ce mot salière. Et pour ne pas dire machin, chose, il trouvait plus, il dit « Est-ce que tu peux me passer le Schtroumpf ?» Et l'autre dessinateur, Franquin, lui a donné la salière en disant « Je te schtroumpfe le Schtroumpf et quand tu auras fini de schtroumpfer, tu me le reschtroumpferas. » Ils ont schtroumpfé pendant tout le repas, ils se sont bien amusés, mais en même temps, mon père avait écrit ce mot Schtroumpf sur son petit carnet en disant « Peut-être qu'un jour j'en aurai besoin ». Et quand il a créé le personnage, il a fait le dessin du Schtroumpf, il s'est souvenu de ce nom-là en disant « Je les appellerai bien comme ça, Schtroumpf ».
Each of Smurfs has his own personality. Why?
Chaque Schtroumpf est physiquement le même, mais chaque Schtroumpf a une personnalité différente. Et mon père, c'est vraiment à regarder le monde autour de lui. Il aimait bien s'intéresser à ce que les gens faisaient dans la rue, autour de lui, à la télévision. Et ce sont vraiment les personnalités les plus communes, où tout le monde peut se retrouver dans un Schtroumpf.
What I have noticed that you say on French, Schtroumpf. We also say it in Croatian, Štrumpf and Štrumpfet. So on how many languages there are Smurfs?
Il y a plus de 52 traductions du mot Schtroumpf. Donc, dans à peu près toutes les langues différentes, le mot Schtroumpf est traduit. Et pour une bonne raison, c'est que Schtroumpf n'est pas toujours facilement prononçable pour d'autres pays.
Why did your father make them blue, and what about their hats, these little hats they have?
Le chapeau, en fait, c'est parce qu'il voulait faire des petits lutins dans la forêt. Et les petits lutins, comme les nains de Blanche-Neige, ont un petit chapeau un peu qui tombe sur le côté. La couleur, par contre, c'est une histoire de famille. C'est ma maman qui a trouvé la couleur bleue. En fait, elle a toujours mis les couleurs des albums de mon papa, que ce soit Schtroumpf ou Jean Pirlouit, les autres séries. Et elle ne trouvait pas la bonne couleur pour les petits personnages. Elle s'était dit que le vert, le brun étaient trop près de la nature, des arbres, de l'herbe, on les verrait pas. Rouge, trop agressif, il ne pouvait pas avoir de couleur humaine non plus. Le jaune était un peu triste et elle s'est dit, tiens, par élimination, pourquoi pas le bleu? Le bleu tranche bien dans la nature.
Is it true that you were the inspiration for Smurfette?
Oui, il paraît que j'étais l'inspiration pour la Štrumpfette parce que j'avais des longs cheveux blonds à l'époque et j'étais une petite fille de 8-9 ans et mon père me regardait et prenait des croquis pour voir comment une petite fille se promenait et jouait avec ses cheveux. Donc on me l'a raconté parce que je m'en suis pas rendu compte, mais je suis très très fière d'être à l'origine de cette Štrumpfette.
Mm-hmm. What are some of your earliest memories of your father working on the Smurfs?
Mais comme je vous le disais, j'ai toujours vu mon père travailler à la maison, toujours en train de dessiner, donc j'ai eu cette chance de ne pas avoir de parents qui quittaient la maison le matin pour aller au bureau et revenir le soir. Et pour moi, mon plus beau souvenir avec mon papa, c'est quand il me prenait sur ses genoux, il prenait ma main et ensemble on dessinait un Schtroumpf. Alors pour moi, j'étais capable de dessiner un Schtroumpf et ça, c'est quelque chose que je n'oublierai jamais.
What was it like growing up with your father? Also the father of Smurfs. You were sharing him.
C'est étrange, mais pour moi, c'était tout à fait naturel. Je me suis vraiment rendu compte de la chance que j'avais que quand j'étais adolescente, parce que bon, mon papa, il a toujours dessiné, c'était toujours à la maison. Il était toute la journée en train de travailler en pantoufles, parce qu'il était à la maison. Donc, c'était tout à fait logique pour moi. Mais vraiment, m'en rendre compte, c'est à l'âge plus ou moins adulte, adolescente, adulte.
About 25 years later, you decided to turn the Smurfs into a global brand. What inspired that move? When did you realize it's going to be a global phenomenon?
En fait, on ne s'en est pas vraiment rendu compte. C'est le public qui, comme toujours, a choisi. Le fait qu'il y ait la première série de dessins animés, début des années 80, a vraiment changé le monde commercial des Schtroumpfs. Les objets ont été vraiment demandés avec l'effigie des Schtroumpfs pour les représenter et ça a mis tout ce monde du merchandising, du licensing en route, mais rien n'a été calculé à l'avance. On a vraiment pris un train en marche, si je puis dire, et je crois qu'on s'en est bien sorti.
Do you think your father ever imagined that the Smurfs would become such a worldwide phenomenon?
Jamais. Jamais, au grand jamais. Mon père, en plus, est resté quelqu'un de très simple, donc ce phénomène Schtroumpf l'a vraiment mangé. Il s'en est pas rendu compte qu'il n'existait plus que pour ses Schtroumpfs, et c'est un petit peu pour ça qu'il est parti si tôt, d'ailleurs.
What do you think he would say today when he sees all the work you have done?
Mon père a toujours adoré mettre ses Schtroumpfs au service de la publicité des objets, du licensing. Donc, il aurait vraiment été ravi de voir les nouvelles technologies auxquelles les Schtroumpfs peuvent s'accrocher aussi, de voir ces longs métrages, comment le graphisme du Schtroumpf a évolué. Il aurait été vraiment très content, il aurait participé surtout.
What is interesting in this commercial world that we are living in, that you have managed to keep those little blue creatures alive in your home, Belgium. Every license, every little figure of the Smurf, every T-shirt, it all comes from here. How did you manage to keep it here at your home?
En fait, les dessins viennent tous les dessins qui sont apposés sur des objets, peu importe lesquels, viennent ici de notre studio. On a des exemplaires de chacun des objets qui ont été créés. C'est pour ça qu'on a une warehouse là qui est bien remplie d'objets Schtroumpf. Et de temps en temps, j'en ramène à la maison quand même parce qu'il y a des choses qui sont vraiment ravissantes.
There are 55 different translations of the word Smurf. Which names do you know? On which language?
Ah, j'en connais quelques-unes quand même. Bon, en français, en croate, Schtroumpf, le plus facile pour moi. En allemand, Schlumpf.
Schlumpf.
En italien, Puffi.
Oh, wow.
En espagnol, il y a Baroufette ou Pitufos.
Pitufos, si.
En espagnol. En chinois, c'est très amusant, c'est Lam Xinling, qui veut dire petit esprit bleu. Parce qu'en Chine, c'est le seul pays où on ne conjugue pas le mot Schtroumpf. Donc, il n'y a pas ce côté amusant de pouvoir parler une langue Schtroumpf. Donc, ils en ont fait plutôt des conversations beaucoup plus poétiques. Et petit esprit bleu va très bien au Schtroumpf en chinois, Lam Xinling.
Is it true that the Gargamel is the only character whose name stays the same in every language?
Il paraît qu'effectivement, il ne change pas de nom. Peut-être la prononciation, mais c'est toujours Gargamel.
And what about his name? How was he named? And his cat, Azrael? How do you say it? Azrael.
Azrael.
Azrael. We say it Azrael.
Parce que, en général, dans le monde des méchants, dans le monde des sorciers, il y a toujours un chat. Et donc, voilà, il a pris le chat et il fallait que le nom corresponde un petit peu aussi, qu'il soit harmonieux avec Gargamel. Donc, c'est son inspiration qui a fait ça.
And if you could be the one of the Smurfs, but not Štrumpfette, which one would you be?
Ah, un autre que la Štrumpfette.
No, because you are.
Oui, mais elle a toujours été ma préférée parce qu'en fait, c'est la seule fille dans ce village de garçons et je me suis souvent retrouvée seule aussi avec beaucoup de garçons autour de moi. Donc, je me retrouve bien dans la Schtroumpfette. Mais celui que j'aime beaucoup, moi, j'aime beaucoup le Schtroumpf costaud.
Mhm. How popular Smurfs are in Croatia? I will show you now in this little video. So we have this really famous TV host. He's hosting a satirical, political news show. And he always in his intro of the show has a little Smurf.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is what he's saying on the national TV when he's doing outro of the show. So this is...
Može biti i bolje, jer ako budete dobri, možda na čas i vi ugledate Štrumpfove. Laku vam noć.
Wow.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Yes. What he says is, if you are going to be good, maybe you will see Smurfs. So they're like
interesting.
Magic. So it's like magic.
It's magic, yes.
Do you have a message for our famous TV host?
Continue to love the Smurfs as I love them, please.
And maybe you will see them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Veronique, thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you for the interview too.
We are now with Peter and Amy, the writers of Smurfs 2021. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
How did you both approach this balancing the original spirit of the Peyo's work with the need to update this series? Which one would you?
Well, we took our cue from Peyo and Veronique, who had a pretty clear vision of what they wanted to do. They asked, when they were looking for people to come up with a new Bible, we came up with some ideas, which were kind of far from the original. They liked our style, but they said, you know what, we've decided we'd like to do, if it's not broke, why fix it? So it's really an update of what sort of made it magic originally.
Yeah, they wanted to keep the DNA of the original, of the books and the series. And it's kind of like, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to give it a little bit of air, polish it, and you have a great new wheel that functions. And that's what we came with Veronique and Peyo guiding us. They're like, we want to keep what we have and just sort of
Update it.
update it, turn up the volume a little bit, make the characters really pop.
How did you prepare? Did you look at some Peyo's work, comics?
We read,
Yes.
we
You read
a
it
lot of
all.
We have a stack of books. And they're timeless.
Now you are a Smurf fan.
Always were.
Don't have a choice.
You always were?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you remember the first time you watched Smurf or read the Smurfs?
The red, yeah, I probably was in, I'm half French, so we were here for the summers, and I remember I was near the ocean, near Dinard, and I'd get Tintin and the Smurfs.
So is this
Very
like
Belgian.
like a dream come true?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
nice.
I mean, we're very fortunate. I mean, it's great working with Peyo, Veronique, Peyo. I mean, they're the nicest people. I mean, how can you not enjoy, mushrooms and blue people.
No, and everybody you tell that you work on the Smurfs, they all have memories, stories. I mean, everybody remembers their collection of Smurfs. Or I had somebody the other day who said that the teacher made and this was in the States, made everybody like take their Smurf figurines off their desks because it was destroyed. This was decades ago.
So what about the characters? How do you build them? Which one is the hardest and which one is the easiest, if there is one?
So the thing that that is fun to work with on this is that they are archetypes, but there's so much. What we wanted to do when making it new was to give them a lot more dimension. And you do. I mean, you sort of, the longer you work on it, the more you get to know them. A character like Jokey, who in the books, you know, is exploding boxes. For me, he's one of
My nephew loves him.
He's great. He's great. I mean, he's the
He
one.
gets the ideas from him.
Yes, he's trouble.
So mind what you write.
So, yeah, the easiest ones are people like Brainy, who can be a little bit of a... and Jokey, who likes to create havoc. I mean, those are the easiest characters I find because they like to shake the box, shake the bottle. They like to push boundaries. So they're easy to start a story. The more difficult ones are the more, Smurfette I find difficult.
Oh, I like
Maybe because I'm a guy.
See, I like Smurfette.
No, but I don't. I like Smurfette. It's just harder to find stories because for me, it's I'm protective. I'm like a Papa Smurf. I don't want to put her in trouble.
So if you were a Smurf, which one would you be? No, which one you would like to be? Which one is the real you? Let's say.
Oh, Jokey.
Jokey,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you?
It's probably Smurfette. I mean, she's strong. You know, so one of the first things that that Peyo and Veronique and the team asked us is make sure that Smurfette is a strong character, and so we talked a lot about her and about making her. You know, we gave her Smurfu. But she's also flawed, which is why I like her too. She's she's a little bit
She's
sure. She's very sure of herself. Almost
sometimes
too sure of herself.
overconfident.
Yes.
Like we wrote the challenge with Smurfette was since we were bringing her into the 21st century. I mean, we had to make her strong. And networks are very protective, but they didn't want to make her annoying. But you also have to create faults for characters to keep them interesting. But they can't be too bad faults because then they become, annoying. So we had to find the balance. So we made Smurfette stronger, where she, does her Smurfu, and she's very sure of herself.
She's smart.
And she's smart. And we wrote a story where she is running the guys in a Smurfu class, and she's a real pain as a teacher. She's like pushing them too hard, and she's not listening.
Majstore, krećemo. Trtko, sad ti. Sljedeći.
So we played with that to make her like, oh, maybe I should be a better team player. She was too much of an individual. And that's a theme that we also, we were very conscious of when we're thinking of stories and in the universe of Smurfs, is teamwork, working together, the sense of community, and helping out each other. So that's something that reoccurs in many of our stories.
Every episode, and I watch them all because I have kids several times. Every has a message.
Yes.
That's the point for you. That's
Well,
important
it's,
for you to give the kids a message.
If you're going to work in children's television, it sort of seems that you may as well take advantage of it and make them better people.
Yeah.
Instead of just you want to entertain, but you also want to leave them with something.
Yes, absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, I think everybody here agrees that it's not just, and we are pushed too by the director, by, you know, what's the character arc? Where does this go? What's the message? The networks.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the takeaway? That's the term.
Yeah.
Where do you find the inspiration for characters? Let's say we have Smurfette or we have Jokey. So do you know like one kid that is like Jokey, and then you think, oh, I'm going to write it like Joe is doing something, or my kid, or my neighbor's kid. Do you do stuff like that from the real life?
Not me.
No.
I feel like I know these, like they're alive in my head, the actual characters, so they don't need to be the kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Situations, you know, I mean,
Situations.
like there was one that Papa Smurf gets a gift from Dimwitty
Yes.
that he doesn't like, and it. Hopefully my kids won't see this, but you know, it's like everybody gets the gift from their kid that they're like,
thank you.
Yes.
I love it.
I will be wearing this necklace to all parties.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And then he sort of shove it in
How the two of you are collaborating? I see just fine, even great. But who does what? How do you
as
split?
a man, I do everything, and no, I'm.
And Smurfette does everything else.
I do very little.
I do the dishes.
No, well, so one of us will come up with an idea while we go walking or something, and Amy will be blah, 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 bing, what about this? I'm like, oh, that could work, da, 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 da. And we ping pong. And then once this idea is, we make a pitch, which is roughly half a page. And then we send it to the director, and he comes back with ideas and notes, and Peyo, obviously, Peyo, the director, and then there's a lot of back and forth, and we fine tune the pitch, and once that's done,
Or it gets killed.
and then it goes to the network, and then they give a little notes, and then we have a pitch. Okay, so we know what the story is and who the characters are,
and that's actually the hardest part of the whole process. Getting, especially after 3 seasons and 156 stories, not all written by us, but
it's hard to find fresh ideas.
Yeah.
That's the biggest challenge right now for season 4.
Yeah,
You are working on the season 4.
We are working on season
I wanted
4.
to ask you.
Yeah, we're fortunate. But to get back to your original question about our collaboration, for example, so we will decide on a story, and then once it's approved and gone, we have to write the synopsis. Usually, I'm Mr. Structure. So I like put down the foundations of this. Then Amy comes along and
I cross everything.
and then she crosses everything.
So you do disagree.
We definitely disagree.
It's a creative process.
There's been some fights.
Yes.
And I've lost them all.
Who won? Of course.
Of course. Because I'm like, okay, I guess you're right. And then Amy does really the more detailed, nuanced dialogue, but I'm definitely jokes. I'm more structure. I like when you're writing an 11-minute story, it has to be solid, and if you move a piece out, it crumbles. So you want to make sure it's the best story possible, and that's my.
Peter's also better at writing action sequences. So
I like the action.
When we get to the action, I just write. Peter will write.
When you mentioned this 11 minutes episode, is it created like this because of these modern times that everything is shorter now, a bit because of these TikToks, Instagrams, just modern public?
It's been 11 minutes in animation for as long as I've worked in it, which has been a while. So it was just the financing model. 11 minutes, you can do 2.5 hours separated by a commercial. It probably comes from the United States at some point, I think. So the 11-minute stories, and then there are cartoons that are 7 minutes as well. But this 11 minutes, and then there was animation that are 26 minutes, but those are longer. 11 minutes is, I think, the sweet spot for comedy with character.
And it's funny, 11 minutes, it's long and it's short at the same time.
It can be very long
If you don't have,
if it's not working.
it can be repetitive. Yeah. It
Oh
can-
my God, this
1
is the
minute
longest
best,
episode.
1 second can be long on
Yes.
TV if the screen is black and everybody's like,
But if the story's not, if there's a lot of repetition, you're like, oh God, this feels like 11 hours.
Yeah, so it's really,
But at the
it's
same time,
challenging.
it can be, if there's a lot to say and there is a lot happening with characters, 11 minutes can be frustrating because you're like, I'm trying to jam it all in.
And if the story demands it, we sometimes do two-parters.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you find yourself, the story is really rich. We can go in this direction. And often the director and Peyo will say, hey, why don't we make it into a two-parter? And that happened on an episode we wrote where Brainy and Blossom end up in a reversed universe and Gargamel is nice.
And the Smurfs are,
this one
Wicked.
I like very much. Where
Yeah.
Gargamel is nice.
Yeah, because, and the reason, to sort of get back to an earlier question, we always went, okay, even bad people have a little bit of humanity. So 11 minutes doesn't give us a lot of time to explore that. How do we explore Gargamel as a nice person? All right, so now we're like, okay, what if they ended up in a reverse universe and we had Gargamel as nice? So it'd be fun to see him in a different role. All of a sudden we're seeing a new side of Gargamel we've never seen before, and it's fun. And then of course we have to revert back because that's the DNA. But that's a way we kind of play with characters. Like you want to put a character in a different position or spot that you've never seen them in to find out, to go deeper with them. We also, in season 1, I think, clumsy. He's clumsy, he breaks everything. So we ask ourselves, if I were clumsy, what would I dream? I would dream, I don't want to be clumsy anymore. Oh, there's a story.
yeah.
Gargamel tempts clumsy with a potion. I can make you unclumsy. And he goes for it. So this is...
Faust.
Yes. So
Smurfs meet Faust.
it's Beowulf, yes.
Yes.
So this is a way to explore a character in a new way, but keeping them also true to themselves.
People often say kids are different today, but I think it's the oldest sentence ever. Because in generation by generation, you always hear the same. So what do you think? Are they different today? So, or how do you adjust your writings to today's kids?
I think they grow up faster. We're probably writing for younger kids than maybe years ago with this kind of a... I remember when my son started watching Game of Thrones, and he was way too young
For that.
So yeah, I think you're catching them at a younger age with this than perhaps at another time.
Well, ideally, I like to agree with you. I do think there's a core age that kids are the same as when we were growing up. Are they overexposed to certain things? Absolutely. And I think it robs them a little bit of the innocence and just the time to discover things on their own. But I do believe that a good story that's character-driven catches their attention. And if you find that little nugget that they can relate to, because they're becoming self-aware at 5, 7, in French, 7 is l'âge de sagesse, which is the age of self-awareness and wisdom. So I think kids, when they see something in a character like Brainy or whatever, they can latch on to that. That's been true, I think, throughout children's literature and television series, where what's the common thread with kids? Parents, who am I in this world? Where am I in the world? And, dealing with anxiety and excitement and all that stuff. So I think we are writing for the kids today and yesterday.
Smurfs are translated to 55 languages all over the
56. There's
56.
also Smurf.
56 languages over the world. How do you make them related to each and every person in this whole world?
Well, Duolingo, I mean, Amy took 26 languages.
No, just like culturally.
I think, it comes back to the story. It's like anything. You have good characters, you have good stories, and people can relate no matter where they are.
Yeah, I mean, the basic human, these characters are based on archetypes, so we all have a little bit of clumsy in us. We all have a little bit of brainy in us. I know I do. We all have hefty, we all want to be the strong one. So I think that goes through any kind of cultural barriers. There's a reason why action movies that Hollywood produced in the 80s sold well overseas. Everybody understands a simple action story. Well, I think with these characters are very relatable to no matter what child. I mean, you look at the graphics, you look at the characters. You can be a little German kid, you can be a little Croatian, just Chinese.
Yeah.
They all play together.
You are creating new characters.
Yeah, we've created some new characters.
How do you? What do you think about when you are creating them? What do you want to do? How do you get the idea?
So it comes from the story again. I mean, we in the first season, and from the time we started working on this, I always sort of thought of the Smurfs like monkeys, like they're chaos. You never know, what's going to happen next. and then it was like, oh. So let's, there's a mix-up. Gargamel ordered a monkey as his new assistant because he's sick of Azrael. And Papa ordered, I can't remember what, and the boxes get mixed up. And the Smurfs find themselves with a monkey in a box that they don't know where it came from. The delivery service mixed it up. And monkey ends up being, he's like another Smurf. But it came from, sort of that idea of... just the Smurfs as monkeys.
And of course, all this goes through Peyo.
Yes.
Of course.
We can't, like, let's do that. And they're like, no. So yes. So monkey.
Wimpy came out of, we wanted somebody as a foil for Hefty, so we created a Wimpy Smurf.
Are they all staying, or they're like episode characters?
They come back.
And they,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a kind of a fluid.
I mean, the ones who look at the same are easy. I mean, we're talking.
Well,
no,
Which
because they look.
Which ones are the main crew? Štrumpfette, of course, Jokey. No, yes.
Yeah, Brainy, Smurfette, Jokey, Hefty, Handy, Farmer,
Taylor,
Vanity.
Vanity is great.
Clumsy.
And then Harmony, the bad musician.
Half of them I don't remember.
And then
when I was watching
then you have the Girls' Village.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
With
I'm trying to remember when I watched the Smurfs, the old ones. I don't remember half of these characters.
A lot of them are in the books.
Yeah, a lot of them in the books. The old series, I think there was more of a, I mean, I haven't watched it in a long time, but there was more of a cavalier, I think, let's just break this up. Here, we're really...
The books, they come from the books.
They come from the books.
For sure.
Yeah. In 2028, it is announced this season 4 of Smurfs. Can you reveal something? Some Smurf secret?
Can we
reveal something?
Can you?
It's going to be great.
Smurfastic.
It's going to be Smurfastic.
It's going to be Smurfastic, not just great. I don't know if we can reveal anything. We're working on scripts right now and pitching stories. We're just...
We have some new ideas.
We're digging deep.
We're digging deep for new ideas.
But they come. They come. The nice thing is between seasons you get a pause.
Yeah.
And then and then there is a freshness. The ideas come back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's another. Sorry, you asked about. We in the first season we invented a robot, diaper daddy, who changes the baby's diaper. Handy makes him because nobody wants to change the baby's diaper.
I would like that.
And
do you remember that? Yeah, there's the scene where Papa Smurf's like, "All right, guys, who's gonna change baby?" Everyone will disappear. And then Handy has an idea. I know I can. I think I can help out Papa Smurf, and he invents Diaper Daddy.
So the robot has come back many times, but always with this weird name, Diaper Daddy. It's Diaper Daddy.
But he does more than that.
So we do have a story with him. This
Yeah, we
season.
have a story with him,
and with Monkey.
And with Monkey, of course, and
and then all of our old favorites.
and then we also like the challenge of working with the girls as well, because they're new and different and fresh. I really like Storm.
Yep.
Because she's the one with her bow and arrow.
No nonsense.
Yeah, she's no nonsense.
Yes.
And then there's Blossom. So she's funny. So you can have fun with her. We're working on a story with her.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then there's the two kids, Gargamel's niece and nephew, who came around in season 3, and they're really good characters.
Yeah, we did not.
Peyo brought those, suggested those.
Yeah. And those were fun.
They're great.
And those came about because, Gargamel is the antagonist in the series, but it's nice to also find different antagonists, bad guys or girls. Or potential. So they created the niece and nephew, who are not really as bad and anti-Smurf. They're kids.
Yeah.
But they cause problems.
Yeah.
They'll use the Smurfs to get something from their uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a Smurf. Can I have my my Twitch back? My game.
Yeah, right.
All right. So they were fun.
Yeah.
I can see that this new season is going to be really, really Štrumpfastic from just this conversation. So good luck with writing.
Thank you.
We will for sure watch it. And Amy, Peter, thank you so much for this.
Thank
you for having us.
Velika ljubav za sve Štrumpfače.
A sada? Najbolji dio. Ja mrzim najbolji dio.
Idemo opet krenuti iz početka.
Nele, you're overseeing audiovisual and music strategy for one of the most iconic franchises in the world. So is that a pressure?
It's more a responsibility, I call it, than a pressure, because you have this huge respect for this legacy brand and you want to honor it. And it's more that you feel you have to do your job very well. But it's a lot of fun as well. So
the Smurfs universe continues to expand. So from the animation and film to music collaborations, how do you decide which creative directions are worth pursuing?
We always start from the story. The story is really at the heart of every decision we make. If the story doesn't make sense, the story behind everything we do, if it doesn't make sense, then we're not going to go through with it. So we always go back to the core
DNA.
value, the DNA, and because at the base, Peyo was a storyteller, and we always honor that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. As executive producer, how do you balance creativity and commercial goals when developing new audiovisual projects?
I really believe that you always have to start from the creative. That it's not because you mix all the good ingredients into a cocktail that a fantastic drink will come out. So you really have to start always from, is this a good concept, creative-wise? And then, of course, we're not blind for the commercial value in the end, because I mean we don't want to make a program that nobody will watch.
Of course.
So we really study what the kids want to see today, what drives them, what they want to look at, but it's not the basis of where it all starts.
Music has always been part of the Smurfs' identity. My kids even like whistle it a bit. So the most famous intro song is staying in the new season, or
yes. It's adapted. So the iconic notes are still in there, but we had to make it shorter because kids of today, they're less patient, and so they don't want an intro of like 1 minute. So we had to make it much shorter.
In time, how much shorter does it get? It was like from originally, I don't know, 2 minutes?
It was over 1 minute, I think 1 minute and a half, and now it's like 27 seconds. So
And now it's going to be even shorter? Of this
No.
It's going to be, so they can take it. Please take it, 27 seconds. My kids do love it. It's their favorite part. You work both on the creative and business ideas. What's the biggest challenge in merging those two?
The time, I would say, because the creative process takes a lot of time. You have to really think it through, and then to execute it. Animation takes a series takes approximately two years to produce, and then of course, if you want to be up to date. From the original idea to when the kids see it, years have gone by. So that's the most challenging, that you want to make something that is appealing for kids of today, but when you have the original idea and when they see it, a lot of time has passed. But if we're lucky to work with an evergreen brand, so it's less of a problem. Smurfs, they stay always relevant. It's not that they age or or that they are put in a different environment.
Because of the personalities of the characters.
But also they live in the forest, in a village. It's timeless. It doesn't get out of fashion. So in that sense, we're lucky.
If you were a Smurf, which one would you be?
I of course have to say Smurfette, because
everybody wants to be Smurfette.
Yeah, but when I grew up, there was only one girl Smurf, so of course you identify with her as a young girl. So,
but now we do have a lot of
new
girls.
Yes,
new Smurfies.
Yeah.
Smurfies.
We call them Smurfies.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what's the idea behind it?
When we started to think about the new series, we talked a lot with the broadcasters, and everybody was very exciting, but we had to change a couple of things compared to the first series. And one of the things was we need to have more girls present in that new content.
And empower them a bit.
Yes. Also, Smurfette had to change a bit compared to how she was portrayed in the 80s.
Why was that decision made? Now you said compared to the 80s,
Why?
It's a shift of the.
Yeah, it's like you said. Yes, I mean, in the 80s, you could have Smurfette as like this helpless character that needs to be rescued all the time and only has to be beautiful.
That's not the message we want.
No, it doesn't work anymore. So
of course,
we had to adapt that a little bit.
The new movie featuring Rihanna. How did you get Rihanna?
Well, the new movie is a collaboration with Paramount, and so Paramount is the producer, and they are casting also all the star talent. So. When they proposed Rihanna to us, we, of course, were very excited.
Hey, everyone. I'm Rihanna. Check out the new Smurfs trailer right now.
Now they were the ones, Rihanna.
But they were the ones that found her and that discovered, in fact, that she was a longtime fan of the Smurfs. She calls her manager Papa Smurf. So,
Oh, really?
Yes. So she was really enthusiastic to do it. Yeah.
What's your first memory of the Smurfs?
For me, it was the series from the 80s. I really grew up with it. And, you know, the iconic theme song and the iconic credits, the begin credits, when the Smurf in the end jumps on the mushroom. Yeah, that's my memory.
You're working in Peyo's company.
Yes.
Smurfs. Is it a dream come true?
Yes, it really is. Yeah. I went to law school, so I never imagined I could end up here.
Such a creative process.
Yes. So I'm not doing all the creative work, but I'm working with the creatives every day, and it's really fantastic.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm also doing with creative persons.
Yes.
My guys. What is new in the movie?
What is new in the movie? A lot. So the Smurfs go on a journey towards, you know, the real world, but also to the multiverse. So
Gargamel has a brother.
Gargamel has a brother.
We won't spoil.
Who's even more evil than he is. And also Papa Smurf has like kind of brother in arms that he hasn't seen for a long time. And
what are the reactions from the public? My kids loved it. What is the common reaction you get?
Well, it's difficult to say because we are not in direct contact with.
Here in Belgium, let's say here in Belgium.
Yeah, in Belgium it was a huge success. The movie,
Great.
So people reacted really, really well to it. Yes.
You're preparing season 4. I already asked writers. They are going to do it.
Yes.
Can you reveal something?
Well, for season 4, we asked the kids, in fact, what they wanted to see more. And so we really listened to them. So what they wanted to see more was more magic, more humor, more of the legacy Smurfs. So more brainy Smurfette, Papa Smurf. Those are really popular characters. Baby Smurf as well. It's very, very popular. And then, of course, we only showed the village of the Smurfies at the very end of season 3. So we're going to have a lot more adventures in their village as well for season 4. So that's a little sneak peek of what's to come.
Great. And how do you make Smurfs appealing to the kids and to the adults? Because, I mean, 67 years of Smurfs, everybody knows for them, everybody loves them. And they're like having this up and then nothing, and then up and then nothing. Their popularity is always somewhere here.
Yes.
You don't hear for them 1 year, but then you have a boom again.
And how do we keep it relevant with the adults as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole team that works on the series and on the other projects we do, we are fans as well. We are longtime fans as well. We all grew up with it. So we want to make sure that what we loved as a kid is still in everything we do. So we really stay true to the core DNA and the values of the Smurfs. And we in the series we put in a lot of humor in different layers. So, I mean, even for us it's really funny. So we have a lot of fun doing all of it.
So, looking ahead, what's your long-term vision?
Well, we hope to do a lot more seasons of the series. They work really well all over the world. So. There's more demand for it, and more stories to be told. And then we also have side projects in production. So we're going to do 2 specials where the Smurfs go beyond the village and the forest. So they go on road trip adventures. So that's in the pipe. And then there's a lot of other projects in our heads, like a musical series, maybe a spin-off, who knows, maybe with the villain at the heart of it, you know. And there's a couple of collaborations also with other brands that are in the works. So, a lot of Smurfestic
stuff.
Yes. And what's really changing compared to the previous years is that we also are going to develop the other IPs of Peyo. So we know Peyo from the Smurfs, but he originally created other IPs as well, like Benny Breakharen and Johan and Peewit. And for the first time, we're going to bring them also to the small screen, because they only exist in comic books.
Yeah.
And so that's...
Are you using AI to do that?
No,
just creation and imagination. Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you for this nice conversation.
Thank you so much.
Svaka dobra predstava završava vatrometom.